Good grief. Why do they never go in for me?
Hi everyone, back again with another video, and it's that time of year again. It's vinyl tag time. So here we go with the vinyl tag for 2022. So this time the questions were set by Rob Walker, so thanks for doing that. And here we go, we've got 22 questions, so I'm going to rattle through them. I've got them written down so I can remember what order they are in. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but here we go. Right. So the first question is, favourite album purchased in 2021? I'm going to go with an old record I got. I was stoked to find this. I think I found this right back at the beginning of the year, I think. Possibly in January. But this is Tim Rose's debut album. I talked about this at length when I showed this a while ago in one of my rare videos from last year. Yeah, it's got the original slow version of Hey Joe on it. It's a really good folky rock album. Really love that one, so that's great. So there we go, purchase of 2021. Right, next, album by the first act you saw live. So the first act I saw live was, I think the date was the 30th of November 1985. I was 16, I think. Bit slow in getting to gigs, I suppose, but there you go. And that band was UFO. Now, I don't have the album from the tour that I saw. It was on the Misdemeanor tour. But this is slightly earlier. I think this is No Place to Run. I listened to this earlier on, and it's a cracking record. It really is. I forgot how good this was. I know a lot of people rate the Schenker years better, but this was released in 1980, and I think I bought it just after I saw them. I bought this. Where did I buy this? I bought this in the Record and Tape Exchange in Camden many years ago. So there we go. So that's No Place to Run, UFO. And the gig was pretty good. Not the greatest, but it was pretty good to start. Right, record by a duo. So I've gone with this one, and I meant to include this in my retake on my first Vinyl Watch I ever posted, but I didn't get around to doing a second part, so there you go. So this is Nancy Sinatra and Lee Hazelwood. This is Nancy and Lee, Did You Ever? I think this was released in, I'm not sure, 1971. This is a good record, really good record. I'm always on the lookout for more Nancy and Lee albums. I've got a two or three, I think, but I'd always like to get some more. This is a great one. Really good, some really good things like Arkansas Coal is a really good song on Orange RCA. Right, a album in the shrink. Well, I've got a fair amount of albums that I haven't listened to yet. Well, but I've got one that is still sealed. So this is an album by Dennis William Wilson, one of those people. This is a country record. I just picked this up because I just thought, well, why not? It's a couple of quid. Released in 1979 on Elektra. So I haven't actually unsealed that yet, so it's still sealed. So, but I will do soon, and I will include that in a watch, so you'll find out what it's like. Right, concept album was the next one. Concept album, I've chosen this one, which is Nude by Camel. So this is the story of, well, it's loosely based on the story of a Japanese soldier, who didn't surrender after the war, and I think he only surrendered in 1972. I think that's right. It's loosely based on his life. The ending's a bit different, but it's a really good listen. It's very 80s kind of like very, very 80s production on it. It doesn't sound like a prog album in most places. It sounds like a prog band trying to go kind of more rocky, but there's definitely prog flourishes on it. But that's a really good listen. I really enjoyed listening to that again. Right, an album that I haven't listened to, and I've had this for a while, and I just haven't got round to actually listening to it yet. So it's Give My Regards to Broad Street by Paul McCartney. I remember seeing the video, the film, back in the 80s, and yeah, it was, yeah, well, I'm not going to say much about it, but this has not been listened to by me. It's been listened to by somebody, but I don't know. They're just really recorded versions of old tracks, aren't they? A lot of it, some of it. So I just haven't done it. So there we go. I haven't brought myself to listen to that yet. Right, next one was an artist discovered in 2021. I've just talked about this record in my last Vinyl Watch, so I'm not going to say too much about it, other than it's fantastic. This is Dry Cleaning and New Long Leg. Discovered this lot in 2021, just flicking through Spotify. Terrific stuff. Right, a live album. I'm not sure if I've shown this before in a watch. I know I've talked about this before. I mean, in a vinyl tag, but it's a brilliant record, and nobody seems to know about this band. So, The Plain Jane, Friday the 13th at the Marquee Club. Terrific live album. Kind of like there's a psych element to it, sort of very 60s feel to it. Dual lead singers, which gives it a kind of a unique sound to it, but it is fantastic from start to finish. On A&M, I'm not going to bother showing that label, and it's a promo. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. Is it there? Yeah, somewhere. Right, so that's my live album, Plain Jane, Friday the 13th at the Marquee. Marquee was a fantastic venue. Right, I didn't think I'd be able to answer the next one, but I actually found one. Record with a price sticker on it. So here we've got Los Lobos, How Will the Wolf Survive? And there's I think that might be a 90s era R price sticker. I'm sure in the 80s they were bigger and red, but I think they changed to more slightly less boring, slightly more boring rather, stickers. I don't know why they changed, but anyway. So there we go, Los Lobos, How Will the Wolf Survive, with a sticker on. Great album. Right, punk album. I've just gone for a seminal one. There we go. Never mind the bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Terrific. This is an 80s repress. I bought this probably about 89, probably. Something like that. Fantastic record. Right, box set. I don't really buy box sets. I personally don't feel the need to go and buy box sets. I just don't, I'm not into them. But I was gifted this by someone, and this is a Reader's Digest, The Best of Johnny Cash. It's a really good overview of his music. So we've got Johnny's big hits, Johnny in Love, Johnny on Sunday, which is I think it's his more, yeah, it's more of his religious output. Johnny in Jail, whoops a daisy, Johnny in Jail, Johnny on the Railroad, and Johnny Down West. So there we go. Really good overview of his stuff. There we go. So that's the box set, Best of Johnny Cash. Right, a album with a sporting theme. So this one I've gone for a compilation, and the reason this is a sporting theme is who it was made for. So this is a compilation called Super Tracks, and you can see who's on it there. It's quite a good mix of stuff. So you've got Stones, Brown Sugar, Jethro Tull, Bungle in the Jungle. You've got Trampled Underfoot. Money's on here. Got a really good Rod Stewart track. Genesis from Lion Lions Down on Broadway with Carpet Crawl. Yeah, it's good. So the reason this is a sports album is because this was released in aid of the Sports Aid Foundation, which basically funded athletes to go to the Olympics. And apparently they funded David Wilkie to go to the '76 Olympics, where he won his gold medal. Jim Fox, who won a gold medal. And various other people that I don't know who they are. But there's a good 15 medalists there, so they funded that. And this was in the time, so this was released in, I think, 76, I think. So way before the lottery funded like most of the athletes now. So there we go. So that's sports. Super Tracks. Right, what have we got next? The jazz album. So my jazz album is from a haul that I've yet to show, and I'm going to not talk about it that much other than it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. Could have included it as a live album, but this is from quite a haul I got. So this is Cannonball Adderley Quintet. This is Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. This is great. Really love this. Absolutely brilliant. I won't talk that much about it because I'll talk about it more when I actually talk about the Wodge that it's a part of. But brilliant stuff. Absolutely love that. And it's I'm not sure. I don't think it's an original. It's a reissue, I think, on Emmy disc. And it's a German pressing. There's the label anyway. German pressing. I think it is a reissue. No, it is a reissue. But really, really loved finding that, and it's a really good listen. All right, greatest hits. So I've gone for another punk album. So I've got the Best of Generation X. I can't remember. I think I bought this from, where did I get this from? Finchley Art Price, I think. Bought it cheap because I was this is when I was still finding out about stuff. And this is a great compilation. It's got just about all their good tracks on it. King Rocker's on it, Wild Youth, Valley of the Dolls, 100 Punks, Dancing with Myself, the original version that Billy Idol recorded with Generation X. Ready, Steady, Go. It's great compilation, released in '85, so I bought it probably about then, 85, 86, 87, something like that. So there we go, there's my greatest hits. Right, a record with 8 people on the jacket. So I got this one. So this is one of those sampler albums from Ireland from the early 70s. This is You Can All Join In. And basically all the people on this cover are the people who played on the songs on the record. So some of them you can see. There's Steve Winwood. That's Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull. Not sure about most of the rest of them. Oh, John Martin must be on this. Maybe it's John Martin on there? But various members of different bands. Not sure. Got Traffic, Freeze on there. Oh, there's Simon Cost. There's yeah, there's Free. Somebody's head got cut off there. I don't know who that was, but there we go. A record with more than 8 people on it. So there you go. You can all join in. Soundtrack. So I chose a soundtrack. I thought I'd try and choose a soundtrack that I haven't shown for a long time and I haven't used before. So this one I'm going to choose soundtrack of The Godfather by Nino Rota. Cool film, absolutely cool film. One of the iconic performances by that man. It's a decent listen. I quite like it. It's probably only about 2 real things to the music, and it's just done in different versions, but it's just timeless, really. So brilliant film, brilliant soundtrack. Right, piece of VCLT. I have to show this again. I know I showed it. I didn't show it. I think I showed it quite recently, but this is 12-inch that I got from John Downing. The television 12-inch of Venus and Prove It. I'll just show it again. It's a lovely green. Let's get it out properly. Lovely green record with that beautiful Elektra label. Such a good sounding record. Brilliant stuff. That's that one. Right, record with no writing. I've probably been a bit lazy with this, but I thought I'd just show this again because it was bought for me by my daughter. Joy Division Transmission. Absolutely brilliant album. Got writing on the back, but there's nothing on the front. So there we go. Just the iconic waves there. So that's that one. Right, 7-inch single. I've just chosen something that's utterly ridiculous. So I've gone for this, which is Genghis Khan by Genghis Khan. This was recorded for the Eurovision Song Contest 1979. It won the German selection program or show, whatever, and then went on to finish 4th in Jerusalem in 1979. Can't remember who won it, I don't know, but that's that one. Absolutely ridiculous. Kind of like they basically ripped off Boney M for this. Some in German, all about the sexual prowess of Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan. So there we go. So that's my 7-inch I'm showing. Right, coloured vinyl. I think I've shown this before as well, but I'm going to show it again because always a chance to show Dope Throne. Absolutely fantastic record, fantastic cover, and it's on sewage coloured vinyl. So there we go. Sewage coloured vinyl. There we go. Absolutely brilliant sludge record. Love that band to pieces. Wish they'd reissue their first album, so then I've got them all on vinyl then, but just have to wait and see. I'll put that in later. And then to round it off, the last one is a record from 1982. And there's so many I could have chosen. I mean, Lexicon of Love, New Gold Dream, so many good records from 82. If I chose this one, which is a fantastic record. So this is The Associates, Sulk, Billy Mackenzie, R.I.P. Absolutely brilliant record. Just nuts, absolutely nuts, some of his vocal delivery. It's just unique, I think is the way you can describe it. On here is Gloomy Sunday is a fantastic track. Party Fears 2 and Club Country are on this, but it's an absolutely fantastic listen. And if you haven't heard it, then get yourself down and get a copy of this. Right, there we go. My Vinyl Tag 2022. Hope you've enjoyed it. Me just briefly commenting on each of them because I thought I'd try and get it done within 20 minutes, and it looks like I'm going to do it. So there we go. Thanks everybody. I hope to see you all again soon, and I'll be with you very soon with another video. Thanks everybody. Bye.